Every week, we tell you how to make an interesting journey around Kazakhstan and save money while traveling. Today, you will find out what lakes are called the Pearl of the Northern Tian Shan, why bathing in thermal springs has health benefits, and where you can find trees that survived the Ice Age.
Hello everyone, my name is Jawad and I'm from France.
Hi everybody, my name's Greg and I'm from Australia.
So Greg and myself, we are the travel hackers, and this time we're gonna have so much fun visiting the beautiful city of Chongqing, close to the Chinese border, right Greg?
That's right. And on the way to Chongqing, we're gonna stop off at a famous lake, I believe it is. I think it's called Kolsai Lake, is that correct?
I think it's Kolsai, something like this. So this is on the way, right?
Yeah, it's on the way, but I'm not quite sure if we can get there because, well, it's winter and it's gonna be a hard road, I think.
I think that Greg has kept us some surprise. It's on the way, but there's a little detour to do, right? But it's gonna be fun. The pictures you show me online, it looks fantastic.
It's gonna be an adventure, that's for sure.
Yes, so again, winter time, it's gonna be cold, it's gonna be snowy, but we're gonna make sure we prepared for that. We're gonna wear like warm jacket. So to the Chinese border, still in Kazakhstan, this time East Kazakhstan. And I think, Greg, what I'm really expecting, what I really want to try is this hot water, you know, the thermals, like natural water.
Absolutely, it's going to be a great change from the cold lake to go to the hot thermal, so I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yes, and that's going to be the best opportunity to actually meet people, because what happens is that families and friends go there to have a proper rest, enjoy the, you know, I would say like the health benefits. Could I say, I guess? Yeah,
I guess so. That's what it's for. But it's very hot apparently.
Extremely hot.
Extreme, like 100 degrees apparently can be.
Minus 20 outside.
It's gonna be good, I think.
So I think we have a plan.
Well, we always have a plan. It's just a matter of whether we can execute it.
Yes. So let's make it happen.
Okay.
First, we went to the most significant and well-known to all Almaty residents lake. It is not far from the city. It's located in the Tranzili Alatau at a height of more than 2,500 meters above sea level. It takes about 2 or 3 hours to get there by car. However, you should remember that the road leading to the Big Almaty Lake is very steep. There are dangerous slopes and avalanches can happen here. Thus, ascent to the summits is prohibited when the weather is bad. There is only one road leading to the lake, so you won't get lost for sure. On the way there, you'll pass Eco Post, where everyone needs to pay 400 tenge. We went from First President Park to the lake by taxi, and the trip costed us 2,000 tenge. You can walk to the lake too, however, it's better to do that in summer. The distance you'll have to walk is 10 kilometers, and you'll have to go uphill almost all the time.
Isn't this amazing, magnificent, yeah?
I expected a lake, but this is not a lake. This is like a giant ice skating rink.
Yeah, actually, yes. Actually, you know, Greg, the thing is that this is the #1 water supply of Almaty, and maybe the only one.
Really?
This is drinking water.
Really?
Yeah.
It must be water underneath, yeah?
It's underneath. It's super clean, and I mean, can you believe that this is like enough for the whole city?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? There's like 1 million people in Almaty, and it's just it's not a big lake.
It's impressive, yeah. We are like 25 kilometers away from the lake, from Almaty, and it's quite a nice drive. And this is actually like you know, like a protected
zone, yeah.
Yeah,
well, it's a strategic asset, I think, of Kazakhstan.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
How do you know this information about the lake?
It's all on the internet.
Oh,
I
really?
got it just for you. Okay, Greg, I think we should try to get a bit closer to the lake, yeah? Let's have a...
Do you really want to?
If it's possible, if we don't get the snow until here, yeah?
Okay, all right. Let's try.
You can hardly call Big Almaty Lake very big. The length of its shoreline is only 3 kilometers and its depth is 40 meters. Its name is connected with the gorge where it's situated. Like many other water bodies of Kazakhstan, this lake formed after an earthquake. A rockfall fell down a slope of Big Almaty Peak, blocked the gorge and formed a natural dam about 2,000 years ago. Besides the river flowing into the lake, there are a lot of springs and sources flowing into it too. The lake is surrounded by mountains, which is why its water temperature is usually low. The maximum temperature of the lake water rises to 12 to 13 degrees Celsius in summer. The lake starts freezing in October and is completely covered with ice in winter.
Wow, look at that. If my Russian is not too bad, if it's correct, Regime Naya Zona. I mean, what it says that we cannot go any further.
No further? Really?
Yeah. Sure.
I wanted to go down to the lake.
Yeah. I guess this is like protected zone or something for some reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Well,
we saw it from not too far, yeah?
pretty close.
Yeah. Hello everyone, this is me, Jawad, and I'm here in BAO. This is the Russian acronym for actually the Big Almaty Lake, and it's so nice. It's all covered by snow. You know, we were in the city like 1 hour ago. It's just like 40 minutes drive, and the great thing about it is that it's all white. You know, Almaty is not too nice right now, but you just drive like 40 minutes and you're in the middle of this magic mountain thing, and right here is actually the lake behind. It's so beautiful, but unfortunately we cannot have access. As you can see, the sign tells us that nobody can step further than this limit, and I'm one step away from being illegal. So guys, let's stay illegal together and come have a look at this beautiful place.
Kolsay Lakes State National Nature Park is located in the Rheinberg and Talga districts of the Almaty region. It lies 300 kilometers southeast of Almaty. Kolsay translates from Kazakh as the Lake Valley. It takes about 5 hours to get there. Keep in mind that you can get there only by SUV. It's impossible to get here by car. It's out of the question, especially in winter. If you do it, you'll risk getting stuck somewhere on the road. We also decided not to take a risk and chose a suitable vehicle. A day car rental costs us 50,000 tenge for two. We should say that it isn't easy to get to the Kolsay Lakes at all. The road goes through Chilik village, Kagan village and small Sate village, which is near the nature park. It is said that only bold people go here in winter because the roads leading here are impassable even in summer. However, we're experienced travelers and aren't afraid of anything. The Kolsay Lakes are located in the National Nature Park, which is why you need to pay to enter it. Entrance fee is 200 tenge per car and 712 tenge per person.
Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Crazy!
Woo.
That's really cool, yeah? So, Greg, we're here in the Kolsay Lakes.
At last. Lakes, did you say?
Yeah,
Plural.
lakes, yeah, plural, because actually, I mean, what we see is one lake, basically, but there is two more this way, so you have to go straight further, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But,
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can, but the thing is that there's no access by car.
Okay.
So you have to go either like on foot or on horse.
Okay.
And you know, you see like the amount of snow and the ice and everything, I think we should come back in summer or something.
I can't see any horses, so...
Yeah. So yeah, this is what's happening for the winter. You can enjoy the first one, and for the most
Sure.
like, brave people.
well, it's not us. Well, it's not me, so...
Yeah. So Kolsay Lakes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
The Kolsay Lakes are called the Pearl of the Northern Tian Shan. Since there are 3 lakes, they can be called a real pearl necklace. The Kolsay River has its source in the Kungey-Alatau mountain range and flows into the 3 lakes successively. The first lake is the highest one. Thus, when going by car, first we approached the 3rd lake called Lower Kolsay, which is at a height of 1,818 meters above sea level. The 2nd lake, called Minjulgi, is the largest one. It's 430 meters above the 3rd one. The highest Kolsay lake is 600 meters higher. It's situated near Kyrgyzstan, only 4 kilometers from the border. The depth of the lakes is considerable too. The deepest point of Lower Lake is 80 meters and the deepest point of the second lake is approximately 50 meters.
Greg, you know, one more interesting information about the place here, about Kolsai Lakes, is that Kyrgyzstan is not too far. I mean, from what I heard, I don't know the distance exactly, but it's like
Yeah.
not very far.
Well, they were just saying it's about 10 kilometers. So.
The people told you, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
wow,
the
cool.
guard said yes.
Ah, that's like a...
We could almost walk there if it was
Yeah.
a bit, if it was a bit warmer, but yeah.
Yeah, but one country at a time, yeah?
Yeah, I guess so.
There is a sad legend about how these lakes were formed. According to it, there were two friends in the old days. One of them had a son and the other had 3 daughters. The friends wanted to become related and introduce their children to each other. It turned out that the 3 girls fell in love with the young man and he couldn't choose between the 3 beauties. Then an evil witch turned the girls into lakes and the young man into a river. Since then, the river has joined the 3 lakes. Of course, there is a scientific explanation of the lake's formation. It's considered that they formed as a result of landslides in the lower part of the gorge. The rapidly flowing river destroyed everything on its way. It stopped only when an obstacle consisting of boulders, trees and mud appeared. In this way, a dam appeared there and thanks to it, a lake formed. It isn't easy to walk from one lake to another and the distance between them is quite long. Anyway, you can use local taxi service. Don't be surprised, there are taxis here. However, instead of a car, you'll be provided with a horse. You can go to the highest lake and return back on a horse. This trip will take you a day and cost 2,500 tenge. Keep in mind that it's impossible to get to the second and top lakes in winter because the paths are very narrow and difficult to traverse even in summer, let alone winter. Snow layer reaches at least a meter in some places in the mountains. The lakes are surrounded by coniferous forests which grow near water in some places. You can see a lot of broken trees here. This happens because a lot of snow falls here and trees break due to the heavy snow covering them. Of course, summer is the best season for a trip to these unique lakes. Besides enjoying fresh, intoxicating air, you can see various plants growing on mountain slopes in summer. It's said that alpine flowers grow here and you can even see snow-white edelweiss among them. Water is clean and transparent and has shades of blue, dark blue and green colors. You can swim in the lakes, but the water is very cold. The water temperature doesn't rise above 6 degrees Celsius in summer. It's the reason why there aren't so many extreme swimmers here.
Oh, it's actually it's as cold as it looks. Yeah. I wonder if anything actually lives in this lake, you know, especially in the winter. It's so bloody cold.
No, actually there's a lot of fishes living here. Like,
Yeah?
it's surprising, huh?
Yeah, we have to come fishing, huh?
Yeah, like lots of people come fishing. I mean, in summer, obviously.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Not
one of the popular fish, the name in Russian, I think it's farel, you know?
Yeah,
Farel, which is like the salmon
Yeah.
for river and
Trout,
like,
I think it is as well.
trout, yeah.
Yeah.
So tasty, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so...
We should have brought our mangal. We could have done some fishing today.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
Next time.
So, and the thing is about the farel is that, you know, it's kind of like a sign that the water is perfectly clean, you know.
Yeah.
It comes like straight from the glacier, so it's not even touched. This is like the very first place where people have access to this water.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why it's so clean.
Yeah.
Few people coming and straight from the glacier.
Ah, interesting.
And,
Wow.
and when you have the farel actually living here,
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
It's a sign.
significant. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
That's great, huh?
that's the best.
Nature at its best.
But we're not fishing today.
For a fee, tourists are offered fishing not only in summer but also in winter. Thus, you can often meet anglers fond of ice fishing here. By the way, there are birds and animals listed in the red list in the national park. They include golden eagles, falcons, tin-shelled bears, otters and even snow leopards.
Hello guys, this is your French guy Jawad and I'm here in Korsai with my friend Greg and we're having a great time, you know, it's beautiful, we're quite shocked and impressed. We are like in the middle of the mountains. You don't really know where you are. I mean, of course it's Kazakhstan, but you are in between Kyrgyzstan, China and Kazakhstan. It's such a crossroad, a beautiful, natural and humanistic crossroad. And we're here facing these beautiful Kosai lakes. There's 3 of them, but unfortunately we're gonna actually only hit one of them, the very first one. People say it's the most beautiful one. So what's so unique about this place is you come to Kosai not only in summer but in winter. It's magic. And within a month it's gonna be completely frozen and people are actually doing ice fishing. 1 hole in the ice and just wait for the fish to bite the hook. So if you want to have fun and just enjoy nature, come follow us on this beautiful trip to Kosai.
The word beautiful is used a lot in today's world, but this place really is beautiful. It's just absolutely amazing. It's just fresh air, there's clean water, it's just nature at its finest. I don't think I've ever seen maybe a place as wonderful as this. It's just crazy. It's nature at its best.
Since the Kosai lakes are located in a protected areas, you won't see any cafes, restaurants or even shops here. So you must take care of food and drinks in advance. You can take yogurts, fruits and sandwiches with you. As for drinks, it's better to take hot tea in thermos flask. Believe us, you'll need it here. Even if you come here in summer, you'll need warm clothes. Weather is always unpredictable in the mountains. It can be sunny in the morning and heavy rain may come down in the afternoon or evening. In order to get warm after a walk in fresh and chill air, we decided to go to hot springs located in the village of Chunja. The distance from the lake to the hot springs is about 200 kilometers. Although the highway is in good condition, it's very slippery in winter, which is why we were careful and observed the speed limit. The trip took us about 3.5 hours, but it takes only 2 hours in summer. Chunja is a little village in Kazakhstan and the center of the Uyghur district of the Almaty region. It was established in distant 1872 in order to guard caravan roads. The distance between Almaty and Chunja village is 243 kilometers. The healing springs are located between the Ili River Valley and the Ketmen Mountains. If you don't want to go here by your own car, different travel agencies can offer you weekend tours. In this case, you'll be taken there either by car or minibus. The trip takes about 5 hours and its average price is about 3,000 tenge per person.
So Greg, we are on the way to Chongjin. These beautiful hot waters, thermal waters, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Chongjin. Sounds so Chinese.
It sounds really Chinese, huh? You feel we are by the Chinese border, yeah? So
yeah.
really, really hot waters and we're gonna have some proper rest there, just like people do. Yeah.
They just go for the water, yeah? Is that the main reason that people come in?
The water is really hot, you know.
How hot do you think it would be?
I think it's around 36 to 37 with
37
degrees, yeah.
centigrade. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Very few people know that there was a huge active volcano near Almaty millions of years ago. The size of the volcano basin was from 8 to 15 kilometers. You still can see traces of volcanic eruptions on the way to Chunja. The volcano went extinct over 200 million years ago, but its magma channels haven't closed. They keep heating water, which comes up to the Earth's surface thanks to the great pressure. There are about 140 geothermal springs in the district where we are going. There are a few kinds of hot springs. They have different chemical composition and water temperature and are divided into warm, hot and very hot springs. Their temperatures vary from 20 to 100 degrees Celsius. Thermal springs have therapeutic benefits and help make the whole body healthier, increase metabolism, improve heart function, heal wounds, quickly relieve tiredness and cure insomnia. By the way, medical tourism develops in Kazakhstan largely thanks to hot springs. There are quite a lot of people who want to try the curative procedures. Thus, if you're going there during the peak season, which is winter, we strongly recommend that you book a place 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Of course, there isn't a comfortable resort near each hot spring, but anyway, there are a lot of them. Moreover, they suit all tastes and affordable for people having different income. For example, there are very cheap houses with 1 toilet and shower on the floor. Accommodation in such houses costs 2,500 tenge. Besides, there are quite comfortable places with a shower, fridge and TV set in a hotel room. The price of staying in such a comfortable place is 1,500 tenge a day. We've decided to choose something average, neither very expensive nor the cheapest place. There are 2 swimming pools in the resort. They are outdoor and indoor swimming pools. There is a brazier using which you can cook kebabs, but you need to bring meat to do it. There is a shower and kettle in the room. You can cook in the shared kitchen. If you don't want to cook on your own, you can go to a cafe, which is in the resort too. Staying in such apartments is 6,000 tenge per person.
So should we try the water?
We come a long way, so I think
We should, yeah. Actually, the good thing about this water, I mean, people come from very far, like you say, you know, because this is like water thermals, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really like beneficial for the health,
yeah.
So people come here, you know, to relax, but also to
Yeah.
purify themselves. Yeah.
But I think you have to be careful though, I think I've heard.
Yeah.
You have to, if you're pregnant or have asthma,
Yeah.
and if you have conditions, even a cold, I think you shouldn't
Wow.
go in there. So
Okay. So all these like things related to heart disease and asthma. And
yeah,
wow,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, I believe so.
But we're good, yeah.
Well, I'm not sure about you, mate.
I am.
Okay, let's go then, huh?
All right. Let's go.
We decided not to waste time and immediately went to the hot springs, the main attraction of the resort. It is important to remember how to enter swimming pools with mineral water. The water level should be higher than your heart area. If you suffer from heart failure, water shouldn't reach your navel. You shouldn't bathe in a thermal spring longer than 20 minutes. It's necessary to take 20-minute breaks between bathing. You mustn't drink alcohol or smoke during bathing.
We're actually staying in this amazing hotel where you have like hot water. So there is like hot water everywhere all over the city, but actually it has access to every places. So we have our private swimming pool, which is like thermal water. It's so healthy. So we're enjoying the beautiful landscape. It's all white all around and it's quite warm, so it's fun. People are nice and the food is quite tasty. So if you guys want to get in Kazakhstan, close to China, and enjoy amazingly healthy water, come to Cheongju.
Well, this is what we came here for. All the way, 6 hours driving, and I tell you what, it's living up to its name. It's just amazing. We've had breakfast and now straight to the pool, and it's snowing as you can see, and we're just having a great time in the warm, beautiful natural water here. It's amazing.
After bathing, you must take a shower because thermal water contains 50% mineral salts. You mustn't drive to return back immediately after bathing. Your body is relaxed and needs time to become strong again.
Greg, I'm so hungry. We need to find some place. I mean, there must be a cafe here, no?
Let's hope so, huh?
Yeah.
I'm starving as well.
Let's maybe we can ask the administration or something. Whoa, this is the place.
Ah, here we go, cafe.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Hungry.
Thank you.
Of course, after this wonderful recreation, we felt hungry and started looking for a place where we could have a meal. We ordered fried eggs, porridge and tea. By the way, they filter water from the springs and use it to cook here. Thus, you shouldn't be surprised if you notice that tea has taste of mineral water. Prices are really affordable in the cafe. Each of us paid 850 tenge for lunch. On the way home, we found about another interesting place and decided to visit it too. We were told about Ash Tree Grove located not far from the hot springs. There are only 2 such groves in the world. One of them is in Canada and the other is in the Charin National Park located in the Almaty region. The Sogdian Ash Grove is situated along the Charin River in Sari-Torgai Tract, 217 kilometers from the city of Almaty. You can get there by car or go on a tour offered by a travel agency. The tour price depends on the number of tourists. The more people there are, the cheaper the tour is. The trip takes about 3 hours. Entrance to the park is 712 tenge per person. Entrance to park, 712 tenge. An ash tree symbolizes the source of life and immortality. It's considered that its crown, trunk and root connect sky, earth and underground world. In spite of lush foliage, sunlight passes through ash leaves, which is why it's always light under these trees. There are a few kinds of ash trees, and charring ashes are notable for not only massive size, but also beautiful bark pattern. Ashes are resistant to frost, slight salinity of soil and dry air. However, it can't survive without water, so large amounts of water are necessary for ash trees.
Beautiful forest, yeah?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think we came here to find that big tree. So in this forest, there's a famous big tree, yeah?
Like how big?
Like
really big?
Yeah, well, I don't know how tall it is, but it's the trunk is like the circumference is like
yeah.
five people can't like hold hands and go around it. Apparently, yeah. So that would make it like, I don't know, what's that? It's like 10 meters in circumference maybe. So
that's huge.
That's our aim, I think, now is to find that, because
I think like only local people would find it. This one, like we should ask.
It's a big forest, so we might be here for a while.
Ash Tree Grove covers an area of over 5,000 hectares. Its age is a few million years. It appeared during the Paleolithic era, pre-Ice Age. A Sogdian ash tree is about 10 meters in height and its girth is enormous. The bark of ash trees reminds of deep wrinkles. This kind of ashes has remained only here near the lower reaches of the Charin River and in the canyon of its tributary Temir-Lik River. The Ash Tree Grove has been considered a natural monument since 1964. Tree felling is strictly prohibited here. A few cordons of foresters guard the natural area. Besides ashes, 34 kinds of plants listed in the Red List grow in the grove. The fauna is diverse too. There are over 60 species of mammals, 300 species of birds and over 20 species of amphibians in the grove.
We've just, on the way back to Almaty, we've come across this beautiful forest basically in the middle of the steppe. It's quite amazing actually. So we come across it by accident, and there's just these trees and you know, winding past, and actually a river that's running through the middle. It's very quiet, and it's just so nice. It's the last thing that we expected on the drive back. And it's a really nice place. If we had known, we would have bought some, you know, food and had a picnic here, but unfortunately we haven't. So we're just having a quick look, and yeah, it's great. So I recommend that you guys come and have a look when you're coming back from the hot springs to Almaty.
So we're here with Greg in this beautiful forest. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of fresh, but the snow is just beautiful on the trees. Actually, this is a very specific forest where you will have the chance, if you come, to actually meet these magical trees, where it is, I think it's called Arash, Irin Arash in Kazakh. So Irin is kind of like the specific kind of a tree. It's quite huge. We haven't met the biggest one, but we had the chance to just walk through the trees and enjoy the fresh air. It's beautiful. So guys, please come here. It's magical.
We got quite tired, but really satisfied with today's tour, and on the way to Almaty, we decided to stop near a roadside cafe to have a snack. When we saw a lot of cars and trucks near it, we thought that dishes must be tasty there. We guessed right. Probably the tastiest dishes of local cuisine are served in small cafes, regardless of the country. Each of us paid 2,000 tenge for dinner. Let's sum up. Car rental 25,000 tenge. Taxi fares 2,000 tenge. Accommodation 6,000 tenge. Food 2,850 tenge. Entrance to Kolsai Lakes area 912 tenge. Entrance to Ash Tree Grove 712 tenge. Environmental charge 400 tenge. Each of us spent 37,874 tenge in the Almaty region.
Fresh, yeah?
Oh man, it's terrible.
So guys, this is the end of the east part of Kazakhstan with Greg and myself.
Yeah, we've done so much stuff in the last 4 days. It's been hectic and tiring and amazing all together.
Yeah, I agree. We had so much fun. It was quite an adventure. I think we're quite a bit tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been like running around. We've been walking into the forest and swimming. It was beautiful. It was a real adventure.
Not to mention the skiing and the
yeah.
on the flying fox, and I mean it's just endless.
That was like wow. That was a lot of fun.
What we did in 4 days, I don't think I've done that much activity in the last 4 years. So
Yeah, that was intense, really intense. So I think we did a good job, yeah?
I think so.
So guys, come have a look at the east part of Kazakhstan. Even in winter, you will get cold, but people make it warm to you. It's so much fun.
Yep. Bye bye, guys. It's been great.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Well done. Let's go.